No Dara Barrett. All right, listen, let me ask you this. And it will require you anyway. I don't need to ask you to be honest. You're always honest. So, when was the last time you arrived on time for a public event?
When was the last time I arrived on time? I think most often I do arrive on time.
You get there before the start.
I get there before the start.
Yeah, you are an exception. Yeah, good boy.
Yeah,
You're
but
not like some people I know.
yeah,
who
but
are
there's always
walking
this
away.
feeling that when you get to the venue, it's not going to start on time.
So when was the last time a public event you arrived at on time started on time?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
That's more like it. That's more like it. And you know what? Yeah, she is. Yeah, Vizi.
My last public events, the guests were asking me, didn't they say we're going to start at 10? Yeah. And I didn't know what to say.
Yeah, but that is so normal.
Yeah, it's become normalized. It's like it's now a part of us to say a program will start at 9 and probably start at 10, 10:30, 11. You know.
I mean, I can't tell you the number of times I've had maybe 3 events in a day, right? And the first one is supposed to end at 10 and the next one at 11, right? The first one obviously overruns because they didn't start on time. So by 11 a.m., I'm still at the first event. I start panicking. I finally get away, rush to the next event, and they haven't begun.
Wow.
Right?
Well, it's not surprising.
I mean,
actually.
you can be 10 minutes late for an event in traffic, worried sick, but by the time you get there, the thing hasn't started.
I know it's become a Ghanaian thing. People now know us for not starting events on time, and I don't know when we started this. Actually, how it became a part of us.
I don't know. When we all got comfortable with it.
Yeah.
There was a time when this was a British colony. I can assure you, things happened on time.
On time.
So at what point did we decide, no, people's time doesn't matter anymore?
What time does a program start? 10, 10:30, 11, 11:30, 12.
Oh, I'll see you around 10, 10:30. around 9, 9:30, 10. What's that? And have you noticed that if you ever ask someone, how long will it take to finish this? Their answer is, ain't it?
Oh.
No one can actually give you a specific time. Yo, I'll be done in 30 minutes. Or how much longer will it take you to get here? Oh, menche, akakra na medu. I'll be there. I'll be there in just a while. I've just got just a little more time, and I'll be there. No one seems able to assign specific values to time. What is that?
And there are implications for our disrespect for time.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure you're going to be talking more about it.
Oh, yes. The productivity implications are huge. The worst one is that it means you can't plan. So, I mean, what becomes of a nation that can't plan? In your nani wumia. Okay. All right. So, for the 6 a.m. news, which started on time, we're grateful to Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. Absa Bank Ghana Limited, helping you find a way to get things done. And Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner. For the Joy Business Report, let's give thanks to Glyco Life Travel Insurance. Glyco, we cushion you for life.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up, International Monetary Fund seeks creditors' commitment to debt exchange program, a key requirement for Ghana securing a bailout approval by board. Also coming up, Fish Solutions says government is unlikely to issue Eurobonds at attractive yields in the short term, even if it secures an IMF deal this month or in the next couple of months. We'll tell you more. Plus, Nigeria Traders Association in Ghana hints that trading activities among ECOWAS member countries will witness major boost following Tinubu's election as Nigeria's president. Details coming up. Thanks for being with us. First up, the board of the International Monetary Fund will be seeking clear commitment from Ghana's creditors to participate in the country's debt exchange program. This will be one of the key requirements the board will be looking out for before it approves Ghana's economic program, following engagements with officials of IMF in Washington, D.C. Now, the concerns are that Ghana will struggle to get a board approval if it fails to secure debt cancellation from its creditors, especially China. But the fund insists that it's not an immediate focus. Officials were, however, tight-lipped on whether Ghana can secure a program with the fund by the end of this month. Well, head of the IMF mission to Ghana, Stefan Rode, earlier in an interview with Joy Business, reiterated some of the assurances from the fund.
We need assurances and a level of comfort that creditors will also provide the debt relief that is necessary.
Assurances in what form?
So what is meant by assurances is meant that we need the process to be sufficiently advanced so that some progress is made to go in the direction of the debt restructuring, and to provide comfort to our executive board that strategy is on track.
So that this assurance should come in a form of a commitment from these creditors the government will secure, or what?
Yeah, it can come in the form of commitment, depending on the type of creditors. This is exactly it. This is the commitments from creditors that they'll be able to deliver relief that is consistent with the parameters of the program.
And that should be a written text?
No, it depends on the type of creditors and judgment call from on the part of the institute.
That was head of IMF mission to Ghana, Stefan Rode. Now, government is unlikely to issue Eurobonds at attractive yields in the short term, even if it secures an international monetary fund support program this month or in the next couple of months. That's a session by Fitch Solutions. According to the international market and research firm, the IMF program would only finance a portion of the targeted fiscal deficit. Here's more in this report.
In its February 2023 Africa Monitor report, Fitch Solutions said the rising interest rate, which has been hiked to 28% at the beginning of last year, make domestic borrowing more expensive, given that Ghana already faces elevated interest payments and that a substantial increase in domestic debt issuance would weaken fiscal dynamics further. Furthermore, the domestic debt restructuring would make domestic banks more cautious in lending to the government this year. Nonetheless, Fitch Solutions said the government expansionary spending plans will result in a rising public debt in relation to the size of the economy. Indeed, it expects a total public debt to reach 83.8% of gross domestic product in 2023. It's concluded that the public debt to GDP ratio will continue on an upward trajectory until 2028, after which it will start to moderate.
And you heard that business desk report. Economist Professor Eric Osesibe has stressed the need for more efficiency in Ghana's investment process. He's also calling for broader stakeholder consultation and not just rushing to cut the number of ministers. He tells Joy Business a lot more needs to be done in controlling expenditure.
A lot more has to do that goes, in my view, goes beyond just cutting down ministers. Of course, it's important that you have a sizable government that is able to deliver, right? And so you have to look at that direction. But cutting expenditure goes beyond that. It also means that, ensuring value for money in whatever investment that you are doing, efficiency in your investment processes and reprioritization, moving away from poorly targeted social protection programs to a more targeted one that really has impact on the beneficiaries and all of that. So there are a lot that has to be done by way of controlling expenditure.
Professor Eric Osesibe, Senior Lecturer at the Department of Economics at the University of Ghana. The Nigeria Traders Association in Ghana is predicting a boost in trading activities between Nigeria and its trading counterparts within the African sub-region. This follows the declaration of Bola Tinubu as winner of the country's presidential election. According to the association, the newly elected president has experience and brings a lot to the table when it comes to growing and developing the economy of the sub-region. Here's Chumika Inaji, president of the Nigeria Traders Association in Ghana.
It had been a rough road for ECOWAS community for, let me say, in the last 2 years. Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu is a very strong personality. He had been in the system for a very long, having been that, he had been around. It was actually one of the instruments that brought the regime of His Excellency President Muhammad Buhari. And what that means is that nothing is actually new to him. He has all the experience to handle all issues, and we believe he's going to help. Ghana happened to be a very great, we call ourselves brothers. Let me just be very, very short. And every Nigerian, even the leadership and all the citizens uphold Ghana very high. And I'm sure he will not do differently. He is going to handle the issue that concerns the sub-region very well.
Chukwumeka Naji, president of the Nigeria Traders Association in Ghana. In other news, former CEO of Stanbic Bank Ghana, Dr. Al-Hassan Andani, has urged real sector developers to avoid investing in big projects that will require huge capital in these times as demand for housing goes down. According to him, the country's current economic situation has limited demand for houses, and this is likely to lead developers into losses should they invest in projects that would demand huge capital.
I think at the moment is just, as I said, developers must hold back the urge to go into big capital developments now, because whatever you do, you are deploying capital. Even if it's your own money, you might finish it and not be able to get people to buy it because of the pressure on income from all the distortions that we have in the economy. So advice would just be refocus on your businesses, repurpose it, look at your business model, make sure that it's fit for purpose.
Former CEO of Stanbic Bank Ghana, Dr. Al-Hassan Andani. The Design and Technology Institute has indicated that its coaching on precision quality series for small and medium enterprises and master craft persons is aimed at expanding the operations. According to Acting Project Coordinator Edwin Foyose, this is required to streamline the activities of businesses to generate more revenue. He spoke to Joy Business at a coaching series for some market women in Accra.
We are interested in these market women or beneficiaries. We are just interested in they doing the right thing, right? We just want to see their businesses grow. We want to see their customer management grow, because, if you get the opportunity to even interview some of them, they are going to tell you that since the PQ came in, now they are able to, have a very good customer relations with their customers. They've been able to get about 10 times the customers they used to have earlier, which means that they're actually learning, and then there are lots of impact on the ground to show. So there's a course in the right direction.
Edwin Fire said there, Acting Project Coordinator of the Design and Technology Institute. Now, on Investor Eye today, even though cryptocurrency trading is legalized in some countries around the world, it has not been licensed or legalized here in Ghana. You must be careful, therefore, because getting engaged in cryptocurrency will leave you on your own if anything goes bad. Emmanuel Mensah-Appiah is Director in charge of Risk Management Department at the Securities and Exchange Commission.
So it's basically an algorithm, a system whereby a group of people decide that we are going to use this particular algorithm as a currency to trade among ourselves and to work among ourselves. So they create a blockchain, and the blockchain is like, let me say, a suitcase where everybody is inside that suitcase. And they trade, they give money, and so on. What makes it valuable is that as more people demand the cryptocurrencies that are available, the price goes up. Yes, and so that's why you hear that a lot of the time the price is going up. But it is not legal tender.
You heard Emmanuel Mensah-Appiah, Director in charge of Risk Management Department at the Securities and Exchange Commission. Investor Eye is designed to educate and create awareness on various scams associated with fake investment schemes to protect the public. Investor Eye comes your way every Tuesday and Thursday on the Joy Business Report on SMS. Let's check the markets as we round up this morning. The dollar going for 13 cedis on the Forex or retail market. The pound going for 15 cedis 45 pesos, and the euro trading at 13 cedis 50 pesos on the commodity market. Crude oil open trading at $84 a barrel. Gold is selling at $1,833 an ounce after losing $2. Cocoa went up by $52 to open trading at $2,841 a ton. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Daryl. Thanks for doing the listening. The next edition of the Business Report will be at 1 p.m.